two happiest people in the building tonight are the DeBuscher kids because they get a free haircut tomorrow. So just had to say that since I said it last year. Joking aside, felt like we were due one of these games. Our coaching staff felt like it was going to happen one way or another, sooner or later. Glad it happened in a game as important as this one. We get a little bit of break now, and maybe that gets a little bit of pressure off us as we get a break and we roll into the next round of the Open Cup.
Is that the most important part about tonight's performance, is creating that separation on the table?
Yeah, I mean, I described the game. By the way, I had no idea that Columbus had ever used the word massive before. I just, Rob Vartugian says it all the time, and I guess I've picked it up in my vocab, and but it was important, and for us to be able to go out and have the kind of performance we did tonight, but get the 3 points, get a little separation from Columbus, was really important for us.
Would you call this like a statement game when you got 3 goals from a defender, a midfielder, and everybody seemed involved, and you didn't have Jack score, but you still went big?
Yeah, he should have scored there at the end for sure. I'm careful in trying to make too big a deal out of a game one way or another. But I think this one was the kind of game that we needed, and there were so many questions being asked of us, whether it was consistency, whether we were fit. I think we answered a lot of those questions tonight, and it's nice for the guys because they certainly deserved it. And I thought we were really had a well-rounded performance from everybody. I told the guys at halftime it's the best team defense we've played. We were very committed. Everybody from Connor all the way to Moby and Jeff and Zach did their job, did it well. So that was nice to see.
That was Brian's best game of the season, John.
Yeah, for me, Brian Carroll has played really well in the last month. I think he has turned his game up and up, and we're now seeing some of the when we get results and Brian's playing well, I think it's great. But he certainly deserves it. I wouldn't know if I asked Chris who the man of the match was walking in here. He said Brian Carroll, and that I'm happy for him because he certainly deserved it. I don't like to throw out those kind of accolades because I think the team was really good, but Brian certainly deserved it.
John, talk about using Sebastian in the midfield today. What was the matchup you guys were looking for, and assess how well that played out?
Well, we just wanted to be a little more attacking tonight, and have a good balance on both sides of the midfield. It was something we felt we've been lacking, and trying to start Sebastian and Danny Cruz with Connor and Jack. We felt like that would be an attacking mentality for sure, and at home in a game where we felt like we could put it on our terms, that was what we wanted to do.
John, could you talk about Sebastian? Because he went through a few games earlier this year where he wasn't getting time, and he just kept at it. Could you just talk about that?
Yeah, Sebastian, I think he gets 2 assists tonight. He does, and the ball that he played into Connor, I believe it was Connor, right? Yeah, was a fantastic ball. But he did so much work. He always does that, and I know that I've said that Sebastian was going to be so important to our club, and in the times where he wasn't maybe playing as much, our coaching staff, the locker room, everybody knew how important he had to be, the role he had to play for us to be successful. So it's great for him to come. He's kind of the guy in this building. He brings it, and he certainly did tonight.
John, you talked yesterday a lot about that toughness that you guys have shown in eking out these results. What does it do for you guys moving forward that on a day like today, you finally get a multi-goal win, you didn't have to exhaust that kind of dramatic supply to get it?
I can't tell you how nice it was to be in the last 15 minutes of that game and not have it to be a drama show going on, and it felt like finally, we deserve this. We've been working so hard, and it was nice. It was a different change for sure. So, well deserved.
Two more questions, guys. John, when this team plays well, you always talked about the high pressure, the high defense. What can you do to make sure that that becomes the norm game in, game out?
Well, it's hard because I think that some of our road success this year has been the opposite. You know, we've gotten results by being Philly tough. You know, we've just dropped our line a little bit and had success. And at the same time, when we're at home and we've been able to press people, we've showed moments that we were really good. I think we've taken that next step, and I hope that we can play the same kind of style every game. But tactics come into play when your opponent, is either having a good day, playing a certain style, you're on the road, all those kind of things.
John, with the two late subs, talk about what went into Roger and Aaron both seeing the field. What about this game was right for that?
Well, I think they were both good opportunities to get players who have been working hard and have not seen the field and deserve that opportunity for sure. Roger in particular, we've been talking about what he needed to do to increase his playing time, and I think he understands that and knows there's some opportunities in the next couple weeks for him as well. Great to get him on the field tonight. Aaron, same kind of situation, been really good in training. We sent him to play with Harrisburg last weekend, got 2 goals. They have earned that opportunity, and it's really nice to be able to reward those guys. I think that's Aaron's first appearance, so it's great. I know we're signing a soccer ball and giving that to him, so great for us all around. Thank you.